Check out this gift from above. This is gorgeous white powdery snow we got going on today. We got some pepper, we got some snow, we got some walks, and it is episode 500 today. We've got a little celebration coming. We're going to have a little walk in the winter wonderland here, and we're going to recap every single of the 500 episodes. Kidding. Excuse me. We're going to look at some beauty. We're going to see how things are going. We're going to enjoy this. And we are also going to see where the next 500 episodes are going. I would love to hear it from you as well. Where are they going? What would you like to hear in the next 500 episodes of the Re500 podcast? I've got guests. I've got travel. I've got famous people relatively. I've got a whole lot of me. I want a little less of me. I want a little more of others. I want more interviews. I want more men on the street. I saw this guy in Thailand interviewing travelers or something. I thought, that's cool. What would you like to hear in the next 500 episodes? If you're please tell me. Just tell me in the comments. I can go off for minutes here, I'm sure, about what I think I could do. But I would love to hear what you think I should do. What would you do? Would you like to come onto my podcast? Would you like to visit? Come on. I am pretty generous with who I let on my podcast. I don't want to talk, what is it? Politics, religion, or sex or something like that. But other than that, it's pretty open. I'm basically about, where I am right now? I keep getting asked this because I hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm at my 500th podcast. And people, they say, so like, Bradley, what's your podcast about? What's your YouTube channel about? And I struggle because it's just messing around. And that's not really a good enough answer anymore. And I agree with them. It's not. And so they push me. And I want to have a better answer. And you know what? I do have a better answer. It's about who will you be next? I truly believe. Here's the summary. Here we go. You ready? Here is my summary of my philosophy. I talk about cats and how cats have 9 lives. And we do not. We have 1. And so how can we sort of embody the cats? How could we have 9 lives? And how could we, or more, how could we have 74 lives? How could we have a different life every year if we choose to? Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you like your life and you want your life to be the same every single year. That's amazing. Go for it. Wayne Dyer once said something like, did you live your life 57 times, or did you live one life or 57 times the same life? Something like that. And I don't know. I'm open to whatever you want to do, but I want you to live. Okay, shout out to my friend Abby, and because I'm going to say, live your best life. Hey, if you're not on my YouTube channel, if you're listening to this on the podcast, awesome. But please check out my YouTube channel, because that's where I do even more. The podcast is more weekly, and the Re500 YouTube channel. I hit 100,000 subscribers a few months ago. I'm almost at 200,000. It's really sort of taken off. What would you like to see over there? What would you like to see over here? I'm going to keep asking the question, because that's what I want to do more of. I know it's about me, but they always say it's not about you. If we follow one of my real heroes is Donald Miller. He wrote a book called Story Brand. Where's Pips? And in Story Brand, there he is. And in Story Brand, here, I'm going to give it to you in 7 steps, because this is how I plan to organize the structure of my content, okay? And it is such. There's a hero, 1, who has a problem, 2, who finds a guide, 3, who has a plan, 4, who calls the hero to action, 5, to avoid failure, 6, and achieve success, 7. That's it. Those are the 7 steps. Hey, Pips, let's go this way. Those are the 7 steps of Donald Miller's story brand framework. He might do, sometimes he does 5 or 6 or more or whatever, but I kind of like the 7, and I'm sticking with it. So right now, if I'm going to adopt the story brand framework to this podcast, then this is the interesting part. And I think this is a crucial thing I've learned in recent months. And that is, Bradley, I am not the hero of this story. I am the guide. You, dear listener, you are the hero. So you have a problem. Or if we want to put it in a more positive spin, we could say you have a challenge or even a desire. And when you say problem, though, it's something to solve. If you have a desire, you're like, oh, that's nice. But if you have a problem, then you want to solve it, right? So you have a problem or a challenge or a desire, and you want to achieve that or overcome the problem, right? And so the guide, ideally I've been there before. I've kind of been there, done that. I don't want to say I'm better, but maybe I'm more experienced. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I get a guest on the podcast who has done it, right? Or who has some experience in that. I mean, if I have to emulate anybody at the moment, it would be Mel Robbins. I'm really liking her style. She's very casual. She has on these amazing guests. She does really good interviews, and it's cool. So that's Mel Robbins. That is someone I definitely look up to as far as content and how they're doing their YouTube channel. Also, yesterday I just noticed that Amy Porterfield, another hero of mine, she's amazing in the digital marketing space and has been for years, and she worked for 7 years for Tony Robbins. And she she says, I'm going all in on YouTube in 2026. I'm pretty excited about that. So back to the framework. If I'm the guide and you're the hero and you have a problem or a challenge or a desire, then in the framework, I have a plan for you. So this is where it comes to guests and solutions and content and information. So I have a plan to help you, call you to action, right? So you do something to overcome your problem or your challenge or achieve your desire. And you're going to take action on that, step 5, to avoid failure, right? Avoid failure is, so a lot of it is if you don't do anything. A lot of my work has revolved around the failure being don't do anything, right? Not doing it wrong. I'm all about doing it wrong. It's more about don't do anything. So avoid failure and achieve success. So there you have it. So what does success look like, right? Well, it depends on the problem. So what is your desire or challenge or problem? And then how can I solve that? So I would love for you to either leave a comment on this podcast, wherever you do that, but there's more of a chance I'll see it on the YouTube channel. So if you want to write on the YouTube channel, go comment on there. This will be a video, of course. Go comment on there what you'd like to hear on this podcast or YouTube channel. What topics would you like to have? Would you like to have more guests? Would you like me to talk about travel? Okay, now that I've asked myself, I'm just going to come out and come up with some topics that I've gone over the past few years and what's been interesting or what's the word? Popular, and what I get requests about. So definitely most popular are habits. I think my most popular video is something like habit stacking and how easy it is to build a habit when you stack it on top of something else, right? So here, for example, this is a perfect example. I'm out here with Pepper. Pepper is the only reason, okay, not the only reason. Pepper is one of the main reasons that this podcast and YouTube channel even exists. Because he gets me out of the house, I've got to go walk him with him, and then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go record a video or an audio. So that is a perfect example of habit stacking, and that is how simple it can be. The simplest version of habit stacking is what is something you already do. And what could you sort of tack on top of that to add a new habit? Even simpler is if you want to replace a habit. So let's say I would walk with Pepper and I would read a book. Okay, that's a bad example. I would smoke a cigarette every time I walk with Pepper. Okay, that's a perfect thing to replace. So instead of smoking a cigarette, I am going to listen to a podcast. Okay, that sounds overly simplified, but you get the idea. Okay, we are entering. If you watched my video from about a month ago and I just returned to the Netherlands, I walked on this same stretch here and it was absolute winter, dusty, powdered sugar wonderland. And now it's close. It's pretty. Not as pretty, but it's gorgeous. So would you like this kind of thing? Would you like more of my travels? If you follow me at all, you'll know that I was born in the U.S. I don't know if you know this, but I've lived in France. I've lived in Germany. I spoke French. I spoke German. I say spoke in the past tense. I currently live in the Netherlands. I definitely speak Dutch. I speak Dutch every single day. I speak Dutch with my kids. My kids grew up with Dutch. My wife is Dutch. I live here. I have a passport. I have a U.S. passport. I have a Dutch passport. And I love it. So I am a huge fan of Europe. I get a lot of questions about, how do I move to Europe? Or how do I get legal? Or how do I work? Or how do I be a digital nomad and work and travel and stuff like that? I know a lot about that stuff. You want to know really boring topics I know a whole lot about? Is like international taxes. Okay, I joke about this, but I really do know quite a bit about international administration and visas and taxes and stuff. Okay, could we just take a moment and take this in, this gorgeousness? I grew up in Los Angeles, in Southern California, and there are two seasons. There's summer and pretty much summer. So that's it. It's all they have. There's summer and pretty much the same thing as summer. So I don't get this. I didn't grow up with this. I think I'm like a kid in the candy store. And then sometimes I feel like an artist. Because look at this. This is gorgeous. How does that even happen? Look, it's just sitting on that branch. You can't even make art like that. It's gorgeous. If you made art, you would think it'd be fake. This is real. No AI going on here. What else would you like to hear? Would you like to hear some of that travel? Continuing on the personal note, but a lot of people like this stuff. We are planning on moving to Italy at the end of this year or early next year. It's a big deal. I've lived here this is my 10th year in the Netherlands, and my kids have just moved out of the house. We're empty nesters. Is that a topic you'd like to hear about? Empty nesting? What's that about? Should we get interviews? Should I get people on the show about that? Should I get people on the show to talk about visas and living abroad from different countries? Would you like to hear more about the financial side of things? Right? How does that work? Living in two countries, and I've got a lot of business and stuff going on in the States still, and in the Netherlands. I've got a pretty complicated situation, which means I know a lot about it. You want to hear about that stuff? I'm doing if you look at episode 499, I usually don't know the numbers of my episodes, but episode 499, we called it episode 0 together with Spencer Waldron. And he and I are going to start not a new channel, not a new podcast, because I would like to have it be sort of a playlist on my existing channel. But together with Spencer Waldron, we have a lot in common. We are both live in Netherlands. He lives in Amsterdam, and he is British. He has much more of a professional speaker background than I do, although we met at Boom Chicago at Improv Comedy. So we have that stage presence, that stage experience, that performing, even a bit of comedy, right? I've done stand-up comedy, I've done improv comedy, I've done public speaking, I've done keynotes, I've done MC work. I think, honestly, MC work is my favorite. Hint, hint, if you know any MCs, I love to do it. I'm usually pretty modest, but I'm a good MC. Why am I good? You want to know why I'm good? Thanks to Pepper. Why am I thankful for Pepper? Because Pepper gets me out every single day, and guess what I do? I record video. So I record video or audio, so that gets me in practice. If you don't know, my most popular book of the 40 books I've written, my most popular by far, is still Every Single Day. And it's as simple as that. It is do something every single day, right? You brush your teeth every single day. What else could you do every single day? That's why I wrote for 2,808 days in a row. And that's how I got many of those 40 books, right? Because I kept writing without any quality or quantity or any sort of guidelines other than I must write and hit publish every single day. That was my only rule. Similar to now, right? I have a video every Thursday. Is every Thursday award-winning video? Absolutely not, right? Except maybe for worst video ever. On that note, sounds like I just did a segue that was on purpose. I did not. Here's what my good friend and mentor and sometimes business coach, Nicolene, said to me 2 days ago when we had a co-working session. And she said, Bradley, I still think your superpower is creating. Now, I have a big hang up about the words creative and creating. I think they're very different. Creative is, I can think up a beautiful way to arrange the design of the whatever. Create, I see it more like do or make or there was nothing, another something kind of thing, right? Can we enjoy the snow a little more, please? I'm also enjoying it because it's going to go away. So she said, Bradley, you're all about creating your daily short, your weekly video, your monthly newsletter. Because that is my big secret, frankly. If you want to hear my big secret, that's it. It is daily creation. Whether I feel like it, whether I want to put on my boots or not, whether Pepper is cold and scared and I got to drag him out of the house, which doesn't happen very often, or not, create. And if you combine that with every single day, it's pretty simple, right? Create every single day. I think one of the big philosophies I try to help people get over is the whole imposter syndrome and procrastination and perfectionism that usually holds us back, right? Because we want it to be perfect. We want it to be amazing. We want to be the best. I don't have 1 million followers yet. I don't make $5,000 a minute yet, right? No, it has nothing to do with any of that. It's more about you. Okay, it seems like I have these segues as if I have a cue card in front of me. Believe me, I do not. I just said it's about you. This is my current project. It is right now, early 2026. And sorry, I keep sniffling. And my current project is called The Year of You. This has been going on for a few years because I've had different names. It even really did start with stuff like the Worst Book Ever project, which was about getting over your perfection self. And now it's the Year of You. And one of the elements is, yes, you can write a book. It's very short. And that's about making you the hero of your year, right? So if you know the oxygen mask in the airplane philosophy, right? So take care of you first, because if your kids or the people you're with are in the plane and you don't have the oxygen mask on, then you can't help them. You need to be at your best in order to help others. And I firmly, strongly, passionately believe this. And this is why, I could almost sum this all up. This is why I have a YouTube channel. This is why I have a podcast. Because I am a creator. Nicolene would, I'm sure, say I'm a manifesting generator in human design speak. I am a creator. I need to make stuff. In fact, not only do I want to make stuff, I need to make stuff. Okay, you want to hear a little personal story really quick? By the way, it's my 500th episode. I feel like I can do whatever I want, so I'm gonna. Here's a personal story. I don't think I've talked about this. I don't know. You can tell me if you've heard this. I did a 10-day silent meditation retreat. Okay, it's organized by an organization called Vipassana, and I'm pretty sure to this day, it is the hardest thing I've ever done. 10 days silent meditation. So let me tell you the rules. No talking. You can't even look in the eyes of another human who's there, right? Who's doing the retreat. You can't read. You can't write. You're turning your phone on day one, right? You have no pen. You have no paper. So you can't consume anything and you can't create anything. So I didn't know this at the time, but basically for me, this is torture. And I don't tell the authorities at Vipassana, but because I'm such a law-abiding citizen. Wow, look at that one. I don't know if you can see that tree out there. It is just a powdered sugar dreamland. So in the Vipassana, right? No writing, no nothing, right? So I want to just take a picture. I want to take a look at this bench. It's very cute. I can't write. I can't do anything. So on day 7, I don't want to knock craziness or any sort of psychosis or whatever, but it is the first time in my entire life that I kind of felt what it might feel like to be crazy or something like that. And I thought I was losing it. And I almost gave up. And I almost, went in and said, I got to get out of here. Even though I could not get out of here. It was in the middle of the mountains, middle of nowhere. I had no car, no nothing. And so, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to get this bench. So on day 7, law-abiding Bradley here, I went into the kitchen and I stole a pen. And then I had no paper, right? So I went into the toilet, the bathroom, because that was the only paper I could find. And on a roll of toilet paper, I kind of spread it out on the ground and I started writing. And I just like exploded with writing anything I could. I still have it. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I couldn't keep it in anymore. I had to get it out. So I wrote and wrote and wrote. And you know what? That would be a great episode, is what did I write after 7 days of torture? Vipassana meditation. And I wrote. And finally got a knock on the door. It's kind of funny because you're not supposed to talk, right? So what do you say? Like, I'm busy. So I wrapped up and got out of there and I returned the pen. And I wrote something and I kept it. Such a bad boy, right? There you have it. Another Vipassana moment. It's just so what you do. I won't ruin the surprise too much for you. But what you do is you wake up at 4 a.m., which, by the way, on day 3 I was doing automatically, because you're almost intermittent fasting, because you eat at 4 p.m., which is super light, like an apple, and then you don't eat again until 7. It's fantastic. I think I felt, that just opens up your mind. I felt just amazing. I say it was one of the hardest things I ever did. It was also one of the best things I ever did. So after you have this meditation, starts at 4:15 or something, and it goes until 6:30, right? It's super long. And you're supposed to sit lotus. Look at this tree. You're supposed to sit lotus on a pillow, right? Okay, back to, I'm so sorry, Vipassana. I don't mean to. It's just, it's the reality. But it was torture. It was pain. I would rather have you poke my eyes out with a fork. It was brutal. It was so hard and so painful. I couldn't move. I thought my legs were made of molten lava and they were going to explode. It was terrible. Pepper! Oh, there it is. And I would have to adjust. It's not like there's police and you have to, they're going to come cane you if you get out of the position. But it was brutal. Okay. See, another reason I'm taking a picture of this is because it's going to be gone probably tomorrow. Might even be this afternoon. And I don't know about you. Tell me if you enjoy this. I just can't get enough of this. It's that Southern California boy in me coming out. I just think this is winter wonderland, fantasy land. It's just amazing. It's just so lovely, right? It just sits on there. Oh, you want me to ask again? What do you want to hear in the podcast? What do you want to hear in the coming 500 episodes? And you think I'm not going to do 500 episodes? Just hang around. Because if I am anything, I am consistent. Hey, Pip. 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 I can't hear so well anymore. I have to whistle. What do you want to hear about? What do you want to hear about? Please, you can either email me if you get this as an email. If you'd like to get my weekly email, you can go to repossible.com/TT, like Thursday Thunder, because this podcast is also a weekly video. All right, I got a lot of dogs. Hi, dogs. Hi. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Hello, hunches. Yeah, bark, bark. Bark, bark. Hoi, goedemorgen. Mooi buiten, hè? Ik vind echt winter fantastisch. Prachtig. All right. You want to hear about living internationally? You want to hear about learning languages? You want to hear about what it's really like to live abroad? I've lived abroad now for, I think, 14 years. I've lived in France and Germany and the Netherlands. Let me know. Let me know. I need some comments here. I need some feedback. What do you want to hear? Because, if you don't tell me, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do, which is fine. Seemed to have been working out for the past 500 episodes. But I want to hear what you want to hear. All right, we're going. I realize I'm returning to my same route here. Just because, I got to sneeze. Sorry, video. I didn't. Right? Sorry, I know I should edit this. I'm not going to edit this. Would you like me to edit my videos? Would you like more sort of editing, higher performance, higher quality videos? Is that one thing you would like? Or do you like to sort of, Bradley, just wing it and I don't care about video quality? Should I do more like presentation-like stuff? Like with on the computer or whatever, and show you things, how it works, how things happen? More walkthroughs? Oh, techie. So I was talking with Spencer about like what are our skills and unique abilities and stuff. I am sort of not so secretly quite a techie, and I'm good at it. It's sort of what I'm less modest about. Okay, I have to either hit mute. I have to sneeze. I don't know how to hit mute. Okay, yeah, coming from the guy who just said he's a techie. Okay, this was Winter Wonderland last week. It's still really gorgeous. It's just not quite as fluffy and fun. I think I can use this as a background video. Speaking of which, I'm actually, one thing I want to do, I do want to have higher performance videos, or higher, whatever you want to call it, quality or editing. Like, I'm doing this in 4K on purpose because it's gorgeous. But do you want to hear more? Do you want to see more high quality videos? Do you want more about travel? When I go on holiday or when I'm somewhere for a conference or something? Do you want to hear more about the country or the town? Do you want more research? Not that I'm such a researcher. What else? Okay. I have. Do you remember, if you listen to my stuff at all? Do you remember Martin, Henri, and Go? And that is mind, heart, and gut. I created 3 caricatures that are basically me, right? But they're 3 different parts of me. And I was thinking of bringing this back recently. I did a full keynote on it in Ireland, in Dublin, which unfortunately I do have the video of it. Audio's not very good, but I got the whole 45-minute thing, and it's good. And I would love to get back to that mind, heart, gut, because that's how we make decisions, right? We make decisions either based on our mind or our heart or our gut, or a combination of those three, with some doing more and some doing less, right? So is it more of a mind decision or a heart or a gut? And I have full-on caricatures of those guys. I always work in groups of 3. For example, it's been clarity, courage, and confidence. Sort of the clarity to know what to do, the courage to do it, and the confidence to keep going and succeed. Because courage, you can, run around the block, but confidence is you keep going, right? Or you run around the block every day. So clarity, courage, and confidence, mind, heart, gut. Over the years, we've talked about Kairos time and Chronos time. Chronos time is the easier one to explain. Chronos is like the seconds of a clock. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Whereas Kairos is like the Greeks called it something like bending time. So when you dream, for example, I've done a lot of homework on dreams. And so sometimes they say the actual dream only took, a matter of minutes, but it seemed like you're in this, 2-hour docudrama. And so time is sped up, right? Or when you're thinking clearly, or you're thinking you're sharp, or you're feeling clever, or you're on top of it, and you can come up with the amazing ideas, and it just really works well. That's sort of Kairos time, right? Like for me, that's often when I travel. When I travel, I think more clearly, I have more confidence. And so when is your Kairos time? How do you find your Kairos time? That's Chronos and Kairos. We have every single day. We have habits. We have daily, weekly, monthly. We've got tech. We've got audio and video, which I'm pretty good at. I don't really want to get into tech like computer stuff, but audio, video, I really enjoy. A very divisive topic lately has been AI, of course. So with AI, what can you do with that? How can it help your workflow and your some of the boring stuff? The main goal for many people, they say, let AI do the boring stuff, right? The admin or the research or the data analysis. That's what AI can do. I am into AI. I know it's divisive, and if you don't like it, I understand. I'm having fun with it, partly because I'm a tech dork. Stocks, money, investing, real estate, affiliate links, earning money, digital nomads, earning abroad, earning while traveling. Do you want to hear about money? I like calling it wealth and health. Oh my God, I haven't even mentioned meditation. It's funny, I can see, oh my God, I'm a minute 33 here. People ask me, they say, if you could only tell me one thing, like one piece of advice, one action to take, what would it be? My answer is extremely simple. It's meditation. It really is. And that is the number one thing that I could advise. Oh, that was neat. Finally. So meditation. I'd probably say number 2 is create. In fact, it leads me to another book of mine, later called 17 Hours. And it goes from, surprise, surprise, 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. And the idea is that you stop eating at 4 p.m. and you don't eat until 9 a.m. That's 17 hours. So you fast, right? Otherwise known as skipping dinner. And then you sleep better. Usually, I'm not a doctor. Have I mentioned I'm not a doctor? I'm also not a financial advisor. So you sleep better And then your body isn't as busy with digestion, for example, right? So during the night, it's not as busy with digestion. And so your body, I like to call them the little factory workers in your body, they can be busy with other stuff. They can fix your sore knee. Maybe they could work on my sniffly nose. They can help you get through some project ideas you might have been worrying about all day or thinking about all day. And then if you skip dinner, in my humble opinion, then you open up other resources in your body. Then, first thing in the morning, meditation. I love an app called Insight Timer. I'm also a creator on Insight Timer. Go check me out. And then create. So like now, this is exactly what I do on a good day. I will fast. Thursday Thunder turns into Fast Friday. I also like fast because it means quick, right? So I will fast on Thursday night, start at 4 p.m. Go to bed early, by the way, another trick to not eating is go to bed early. Can't eat while you're sleeping. And then meditate early in the morning, Insight Timer or something, and then create. And so I used to say write, but I'm much more than writing these days. So it's also, it could be audio or video. I particularly like audio first thing in the morning because I don't want to have to think about video. I just want to be in my pajamas, probably in the dark still, immediately after the meditation, and have it be less worried about it, right? I'm at the end of the woods. I'm going to wrap this up. We've got things like cars and roads and no fun at all. So I'm going to wrap this up. And I just want to thank you. I'll let the car go by. Thank you for 500 episodes. And I really do honestly want to hear about what you'd like to hear in the upcoming 500. Isn't life more peaceful without cars and humans and roads and just being out there in the woods? Can we talk some about that? How nature is also a sort of meditation? All right, this is Bradley Charbonneau signing off from the edge of the woods in Driebergen, where it might be the last time I see snow living here. So enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed my little tour through the woods. Pepper surely has. And we will see you, guess when, at the latest next week, because every single Thursday I publish a video. So what is that? What is 500 times every single Thursday? Well, it's 52 weeks in a year. Wow, that's like, it's not 10 years, but wow. I don't know, 8? Sometimes I do more than one a week. Kind of crazy, right? All right, there you have it. That's it. Bye-bye for now. And please do let me know what you'd like to hear in the upcoming 500 videos and podcasts. Thanks for watching. I'm Bradley Charbonneau, and this is a Re500 podcast and YouTube channel. Signing off until next week. Bye for now.